Today I am doing a Call of Duty Zombies map tier list. Now, I don't know why I'm doing this now because I have to literally leave in 10 minutes. But if I don't get this finished in the time of this recording, I will probably just continue it later. So, I think this is supposed to be all the Zombies maps. This is meant to be like all the Treyarch and non-Treyarch maps up to like, I think it's Forsaken, which is the second newest map. The newest obviously being, what's it called again? The one in Vanguard. I don't know what it's called because I'm honestly don't really care. But we're beginning with Verrucht. Now, I don't know if this is the original version. Okay, I see it says Chronicles on 1. And then... Okay, so it must seem like this Verrucht is just the original. So Verrucht, I have never played this version of Verrucht. I've played the BO1 version and the BO3 version. But this version on World at War, all I know is World at War is obviously really glitchy, and what's cool about each of the World at War maps is they all have, they're like, they all have something unique to them basically that kind of separates them from each other really well. Like Verrucht in World at War has the Verrucht Sprinters. It's a really cool map, and I think I'll put that in a C because it's a pretty good map, but obviously it's quite bare bones, and like, you know, bare bones maps tend to get boring quicker. Now, Ancient Evil, this map I haven't played either, but I think personally, even though I've only played the launch maps on BO4, the Ancient Evil is probably BO4's best map. I would nearly put that in A tier. It is actually a brilliant map. I'm considering maybe even putting that in S. Right, so next we have the Final Reich from World War II. This is definitely World War II's best map, even though it wasn't crazy incredible. I still really liked it, but I think I'll put this in a B because it's a really good map, but it's not incredible, and it is a bit better than World at War Verrucht because like there's just more stuff to do in that. Alright, Busty Boat. I didn't know they'd actually have Busty Boat here. Yeah, this is the weird sub map from BO2 Transit. I'll probably put that in D or even E. It's actually not even that great of a map. The reason I'm not putting it in F because it's at least fun. Like, I understand the challenge in it and all that. So next up we have Mob of the Dead from Black Ops 2. This is definitely one of BO2's best maps, or like just one of Zombies' best maps in general. BO2 and 3 had like some of the most iconic and replayable Zombies maps like there was. And I'd say Black Ops 2's Mob of the Dead, I think I want to put that in A. I don't think it's one of the best maps of all time. A lot of people would say that. I just think it's really, really good. And I think A is a pretty fair place to put it. Well, this is obviously my opinion. And then next you have Kindred or Toten from BO1. Now, I used to really, really like Kindred Toten, but it did kind of slightly fall down for me over the years. Now, the BO1 version, that is. The BO3 version I actually prefer. But I'd probably put it in C now, considering it's the Zombies map I play the most. It's my first Zombies map. And it's a little... I don't know, it's fine, but just it feels like a World at War map. And, I mean, it makes sense why it does, because it was meant to be on World at War. So, next we have Black Ops 1's Der Reese. Okay, that's interesting. I actually really like this map. But I think I'll put this in C as well. I think I might put Verrucht down to D because I do think Kindred Toten and Der Reese and Black Ops 1 are definitely like a good bit better than Verrucht in my opinion. So I think Verrucht actually sits well in D. Right, so Black Ops 1 Shino Numa, definitely my least favorite version of Shino Numa and definitely one of the worst WAPs for me. Did I say worst WAPs? I think I did. Anyway, and I'm thinking, are there any maps here that I would end up putting in F? There probably are a few, actually. Yeah, Shino Numa, Black Ops 1, not a great map. I'm not a fan. Right, Shangri-La from Chronicles. Now, I've played Chronicles' version of Shangri-La, but I've actually never played the original version. But the Chronicles version of Shangri-La is pretty good. But, like, I don't know, it just feels a little crowded all the time, and it has the baby gun, but the baby gun was nerfed in BO3, and I don't know, I like it, but it's just, it's a bit down there for me. Right, Shadows of Evil. I'm not even going to say anything. This map, this map goes all the way in S, and the reason for that is the atmosphere of the map, the feel of it, just, the Easter egg itself is incredible. The only thing is to complete a whole Easter egg, you do need 4 players. But I just think it's a really, really good map. I absolutely love that map. Probably always be S tier for me. I would probably have Ancient Evil on S tier if I'd played it before, but I just don't really know since I've never played it. Right, Shinonuma and World at War. This map I'm going to rate probably in D, above BO1 Shinonuma, mainly just because of the fact that you can, like, it's pretty much the best high round map in all of Zombies. Like, it's the only map anyone has ever reached to round 10,000 on, and I think that was guy by the name Krupp, so shout outs to you. So next we have Verrucht in Chronicles. Okay, I have definitely played this one before. I like this map. It's fun, but like, I don't know, I wouldn't really even just put it here as well. I know I'm doing these in order, but I just want to get the Verrucht from BO1, I think it is. Where is that? Verrucht from BO1, where are you? Show yourself, please. Imagine if it just wasn't here and I was just looking for nothing the whole time. I actually don't see it anywhere. Maybe it just wasn't... Oh, I found it. Verrucht in BO1. Yeah, I'm putting this down to E, because it's just... It doesn't have the cool Verrucht sprinters like a World at War, and it doesn't have you don't have that firepower like in BO3. Like, BO1 weapons are all like quite bad. Right, Blood of the Dead. Interesting map. I don't know where to put this one, but I kind of want to put it in C. It's a really good map, but just I don't see myself coming back to the map many times. Alright, now Descent from Advanced Warfare. I'd say I'd put this map in E, but those boss fights with Oz that you're literally forced into the map, like, the map is really, really cool looking. I feel like there was so good potential for the map, but even me putting in E is that if it was just a regular survival map, but the fact that there's like a boss fight you do, but the fact that you have to do it, it's not just like, oh, I'll do it this match and then another match I'll just survive. No, like, you literally have to do it. That just puts it into F. I'm sorry. Right, the Rise and Drop S tier. I'm not even going to say anything else. It's, well, I am, but listen, the bows, like, you have like the different type of bows. I know they're similar to Staffs and Origins, but they're so good. And then you, like, that Panzer's like really cool, and you have that death ray to kill him with, and just the Easter egg. It's just brilliant. Zombies in Spaceland, that's also an S tier for me, like, no hesitation. One of my favourite Zombies maps of all time. What I love about the map so much is there's essentially, like, I think 5 wonder weapons. The Forge Freeze and then the 4 ray guns, which is crazy. I think that's nearly the most amount of wonder weapons in, like, most Zombies maps. Like, very few Zombies maps have that many wonder weapons. I do know Origins does have more, which has the 4 staffs, the Rego Mark 1 and the Mark 2. But anyway, the Darkest Shore from World War II. Now, when I first played this map, I actually really liked it, but it did start to fall down for me. I think D is a good place to put it, mainly because it's an alright map, but, like, I don't know. I'm considering even putting it in E, but I prefer it over Busty, both Shinonuma and Verrucht, so I'm going to keep it in D for now. Right, the Tortured Path from World War II. God, I didn't hate it, but my God, was it underwhelming. It had these 3 really small maps, and, like, they had these weird objective modes that I didn't find fun, but at least I did, like, you could play them as survival maps if you wanted to as well. If you couldn't play them as separate survival maps, I would have had this straight in F, but since you can do that, it's an E. Right, Voyage of Despair in BO4. This map, I was really, really hyped for this map, and, like, I had really high expectations for the map before BO4's launch, and then when the map came out, I still liked it, but it just didn't feel how I'd expected it to be. But I'm not going to go hard on it. I'm going to say it's between C and D. I'm going to keep it in C for now, because I do think it's quite a good map, but just my expectations were higher. Like, for my expectations for the map, it would have been about an A and S. But, right, Buried. This map is like... with this map, you either love it because it's easy, or you hate it because it's easy. And I love it because it's easy. It's one of those good, easy maps. Like, there's some maps that are easy that aren't fun, but this one's easy and is fun. I want to put this in B because, like, I really like this map, but just I do sometimes want a challenge. It is really fun, but just it can fall off a little bit at times. Right, and the last map I'm going to be doing for this part of the video, I'll come back literally in a second, but in real life it'll be like 2 hours, but in the video it'll seem like a second, is Groston House. This is from World War II. It was like that tiny survival map. I don't think it was that great, but it was kind of fun. I would probably put it in D, just because it actually was kind of fun. Like, it actually was a really good challenge, and the pack-a-punch was cool, but like really weird. We had to like throw the Jack in the Box on a specific ledge, and like it was weird. And you just like these crow things. But that's what I'm doing for now, and I will be back. Okay, I am back, and where were we? Okay, we're on Alpha Omega, and this map, never played it actually, but I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but I don't think it seems like that bad of a map. But I think I might rank it in C tier, because it does look like actually a pretty fun map, but it just doesn't look like anything crazy, you know, like Ancient Evil or Spaceland or anything like that. So that's why I'd put Alpha Omega. And let me see, maybe I should put the maps I haven't played and do them first, maybe. I have played most zombies maps, but just I obviously haven't played all of them, but I've just played the majority. Call of the Dead I haven't played either. I haven't played Tog or Toten. I'm probably gonna put Tog. I'd say probably in D tier, cause the reason I'm probably ranking it a lot low is because, like, I would still rather play Alpha Omega over Tog any day of the week. And then Call of the Dead, I'd put that up in C. Call of the Dead is basically a better Tog to Toten. Right. Nocturne Toten. So this one's the World at War version. I actually really like this map, but obviously it's incredibly bare bones. Just, you know, lacking replayability value compared to most maps. So I think it sits nice in C. So next is Gorod. Alright. This is the only BO3 map I've never played. So, Gorod. Oh, Gorod. Where would I put this map? It's a really, really cool map. No. I have played the map once. Yeah, that's right. I have played the map one time. But it was like when the map, I think, came out. Like, it was like a long time ago. But from what I remember, it was actually a really, really good map. Like, super good map. I'm gonna put that here. Now, let's see what's next. Derice. Okay, this must be the World at War version. I do prefer the Black Ops 1 version of Derice. I know the World at War version is the PPSH, but the Black Ops 1 version just feels well more polished and just better in general. So, I'm just going to put the World at War version. I want to put it in D tier, but I'm going to put it in C. But I still prefer the Black Ops 1 version, but I'd say I'm going to put them both in C. Right, the Giant I think is much better. Like, the Giant definitely goes in B. I have played this map so many times. I actually love it. I think it offers a lot of replayability despite it being a simple survival map. The only thing is, it sucks with that mini Easter egg where you either get Deadshot or Stamina up. But other than that, it's still a really, really good map. Alright, Chronicles Nocturne Toten. This is actually the map where I got to my highest ever round, which was 62, which is the Black Ops 3 Nocturne Toten. Or as I like to always call it, Nocturne Toten Remastered, because it's literally the third time it got remastered. No, the second time. Yeah, sorry. It's the third version of the map, yeah. Nocturne Toten Chronicles, I really, really like this map, but I haven't played it in ages, and like, I think I'll put it there. I don't know. It's like, I feel like if I put it in D tier, I'd be like, nah, that's too low. And if I put it in C, I'd be like, ah, that's too high. But anyway, moving on to Die Rise. Okay, Die Rise, a lot of people like to just like shit on this map, but personally, I actually really do like the map. Obviously, it feels like a bit, you know, the whole map just has a kind of, like, it doesn't really have an interesting feel to it. It all kind of feels a bit miserable. Like, I don't know. Understand what people mean by that when they say it feels kind of miserable and meh. Like, I actually do see that. But I just like how the map plays with the whole verticality and like being careful and not falling and stuff. It's really fun with friends. So I'm gonna put this in C tier. It doesn't. It's not. I don't think it should go up as high as B, but definitely a solid C. So next is Shaolin Shuffle. Funny story actually. When I first was gonna play this map, when the DLC 2 came out for Infinite Warfare, I believe it was DLC 2, and the night I was installing the DLC, my internet cut out at 99%. I was like, are you serious? Literally cut out at 99%. 99. I don't know if I said 90 the first time, but yeah, it literally cut out at 99, and I was so annoyed. And didn't get to play for like a week until my internet came back. But when I finally played the map, I was stuck in the spawn room for like ages. And because I didn't know where the power switch was, I was like, man, is this really the whole map? I'm like, there's no way it isn't. I mean, there's no way it is the whole map. But I actually really do like the vibe of the map and like the kung fu things, and the round progression is nice. It's not just like, oh, once you get to around 10 or 15, it just like the zombies get stronger at that stage. Like, it actually gets a little more difficult. Like, I have one stage different zombie spawning. I think it's actually a really well put together map. And a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me strongly. Okay, I was actually about to put it in B, but I think it will go C, mainly just because when I actually think now, the map, I feel like if I played it now, I wouldn't have as much fun, like, as if I played Buried or the Final Riker Giant or Gorod. Right, Zetsubo Nishima, a lot of people also don't like this map, but I really like Zetsubo, like, a lot. I'm literally putting that in B. I'd probably put that in a high B, almost an A. Like, I actually really like Zetsubo, but I don't think it's the best map of all time, of course. But okay, Town. I'm putting this in A because it's one of my most played zombies maps. This is one of the most nostalgic zombies maps for me, as well as Kino. Kino and Town are like the OG maps for me, and 5 actually, but 5 I didn't like as much really. It was kind of more the lower tier, but Town Survival was like, it was, there wasn't much to do, if you get me. Like, it was just, you kind of drop in and then you just kill some zombies. It was so easy to understand. You didn't need any knowledge or whatsoever zombies. It wasn't like a quest map. It was just nice and simple, and you had everything you need. You had a mystery box, pack-a-punch, and perks. It was just brilliant. The only thing was, I do sort of dislike the lava, but it does add a bit of spice to it. Like, I actually think it's cool when the zombies explode and you kill them. Anyway, Nocturne Totem and Black Ops 1. This is, in my opinion, the actual hardest zombies map ever. Like, trust me, right? Play any zombies map at all, right? Now, I feel like this map, not even Grossan House. Grossan House is like also a very difficult map for like high rounds specifically. But if you have Black Ops 1 and you have the Resurrection map pack, just play the Black Ops 1 Noct, like right now, and come back to me and say, oh my god, I could not get past like round 15 or 20 or even past round 10. I'm telling you, once you get to past round 10 or even 13, like, the difficulty just goes up like exponentially. Like, it's literally a crazy increase in difficulty. Probably the hardest zombies map I've ever played. But it's funny that BO3 Noct is my highest zombies earned ever, but then I find BO1 Noct to be one of the hardest maps of all time. I'm probably going to put it in C, mainly just because of, like, it's so difficult. It almost adds like a whole new level of skill, if that makes sense. Like, oh, you could play other maps and like, even for me, for example, I remember I got so like used to zombies, it just became like, eventually became a little boring and just not fun because it was just too easy. But Nocturne Totem and Black Ops 1 is almost like even the best of zombies players can struggle on that map. Very, very difficult map. Right, Dead of the Night. This one I haven't played. Let me look at any of these other maps and see which ones I haven't played. Let's see. Yeah, I believe I've played all of these maps. Yeah, okay. So, Dead of the Night. When I first seen the reveal of this map in BO4, I was like, oh, this map looks so boring and uninteresting and unoriginal. But when I actually watched an Easter egg speedrun of it by Steve, shout out to Steve, he's a brilliant speedrunner, you should check him out on YouTube. He does a lot of zombie speedrunning. But Dead of the Night, it's actually a really cool map, and the Easter egg is really cool too. It's a bit difficult, but it's actually really cool. And the wonder weapon is really good in it as well. I forgot the name of it. It's like it's a really cool weapon. It's interesting, but Dead of the Night, it is a really cool map. Uh I feel like it's just not fair to rate it. I'm gonna put it into C. I feel like C is fair enough. Um I would put I feel like if I've played the map before, like if I did play it, I would probably put it in B, but it's just sticking in C. Right. So from here on, all these maps I basically have played at least once before. Yeah. Okay. Ascension. Um. Okay, this must be the original Ascension because yeah, it is. I see Chronicles. Right. BO1 Ascension. I actually do quite like this map, but I don't know. It's just very easy, and it's like, for example, Buried. For me, Buried is a good easy. It's an easy map, but it's fun. For me, Ascension is easy, but it's not that fun. Like, as soon as you get past like around 2025, it's just not fun. It's really easy, and it's just not that fun, in my opinion. Actually, I'm going to get BO3 Ascension and put it right beside it. Even though they are quite different, to me, they're basically like ranked the same. They're just as fun as each other. Um, like, it's not a bad map, but it's just a bad kind of easy. Right, Rave in the Redwoods. This is probably the second best Infinite Warfare map, based on being the best. Rave in the Redwoods is really, really fun. Like, I'm putting that in B. The Easter egg and boss fight in this map is really good. You should check it out if you have the game and if you have that map. But, like, it actually is a really fun map. You should really check it out. Right, the Frozen Dawn, the last map in World War Two. Yeah, last map in World War Two. Uh, I just didn't really get this map. I first played it and was like, what am I doing? I was kind of just confused the whole time. I eventually got this scythe. I don't even know how I got it. I just kind of had it or something. I did something in the map and then had it. It's a very weird map. I don't dislike it, but I'm going to put it down to D, mainly because I didn't have much fun on the map. It was cool, but it was really uninteresting, and I would rather just go back to the Final Reich. Okay, we have Infection. Next, we have Origins from Zombies Chronicles, and that is also going in S. I like the wait. Where's the other Origins actually? Oh, it's still there. Actually, yeah, never mind. Yeah, Origins, both the BO2 and BO3 version are going S tier instantly. They are my favorite zombies maps. Both of those versions, top tier. Spaceland is probably my third. Then Shadows maybe. I don't know. It's between Horizon and Shadows, but Origins, both versions are easily by a long shot my favorite zombies maps, like of all time. It doesn't matter whether it's Treyarch or non-Treyarch. All the maps, Origins is definitely my favorite. But you might notice when I got to Infection, I didn't say anything about the map. That's because I'm not going to. Just look at the map. Either play the map yourself or just watch a video on it, and you will understand why I put that in F without even speaking. Right, Classified, which is basically the remaster of 5 from BO1. That's in BO4. This map is actually really fun, but it isn't incredible. So, I'm definitely going to put that in D. No, what am I saying? C. Yeah, that definitely goes in C. It's a really cool map. There's a few new areas compared to the original 5, but there's nothing crazy. Right, the Shadow Throne. I remember when this map was actually coming out, and I was really excited for it. And then it came out, and I was actually quite underwhelmed. Like, the map just feels like there's just... Now, I know there's, like, stuff to do in the map, and I know I'm probably being too harsh on World War II. Like, I actually really liked World War II Zombies. Just, I mainly only really liked the Final Reich, and that was kind of it. Like, that was the map I actually loved in that game. But I don't know. I'm sitting between D and E because, like, the map, it wasn't bad. I was very underwhelmed. Like, my expectations were, like, moderate for the map, and then when I played it, they were not exceeded at all. Like, the map felt tiny. The map felt unorganized. It just felt really messy. It felt like it was just kind of, what? Is this the map? Like, it felt more like a survival map. Like a very small survival map, even though it wasn't. That I felt like there was just kind of like everything that was in the map I've already seen before. So, I might put that in E. Mainly because, like... Well, no. that's going in D actually, a low D. I feel like E's a bit too low because um like the Tortured Path was just a disaster. Also, Verrucht is BO1 Verrucht is going back up here. Shinonuma and Busty Boat are staying there. Yeah, I don't know. I think Verrucht actually deserves D tier. What's like Steam Machine? Okay, I remember when I first played this map in Cold War's launch. I had no idea what to think of it. But you probably know most of my maps are in C tier because a lot of maps in Zombies I find to be just kind of in the middle, like kind of nice. A map I don't dislike or love. It's kind of just like a nice map to play. But yeah, D Machine is a really good map. I pretty much have nothing crazy positive or anything crazy negative to say about it. It's kind of just, it's a Zombies map and it's fun. Right. Next, we have Chronicles Moon. So, this map, I don't even really like Moon at all. Especially the BO1 version. Where's BO1 Moon? BO1 Moon, I'm gonna be honest, I'm putting that like here. I need to do the Easter egg, and I feel like after I've never done the Easter egg in it before, but I feel like if I have done it, I would probably rank it a little higher. I've played the map many times, not too big on it, but I'm ranking the Chronicles one an extra tier above. The only reason it's in C, right, is because there's a really fun thing. Now, I feel like it's a bit silly that this is the only reason I'm ranking it up on C, but basically, you could do a thing where you can get a Perkaholic on that map, because you know you've Gobblegums in BO3, and if you upgrade both of the weapons you have, like if you upgrade both your guns, and then you pop a Disorderly Combat, every weapon you get for those like couple seconds over like the course of minutes will actually be upgraded guns, and you can sit at that teleport in Area 51 and grind so many points, and that's actually a good XP farming strat. That's literally the only reason I'm putting it there, and it's actually really fun to do. You should try it. I might do a video on it. I probably won't, but whatever. Farm. Oh, farm. This map I actually like. I don't even know what was wrong with me. This is definitely going in E. Like, it's you've Descent and Infection, which to me are both really, really bad maps. Like, all the way at the bottom, like actual poo-poo maps. But then you Farm, which it's at least bearable to play, you know. But next we have Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Now, this map, when I first played it, I actually got Ascension vibes from it because it starts off in black and white and eventually you get colour. But I don't know, I really liked this map when I first played it, but now it's okay. I'm probably gonna put it just in D somewhere. I feel like it's just an alright map. It's okay. Right, OG Shangri-La, yeah. Okay. Outbreak Carrier. Right, yeah. Yeah, this is the last map on the list that I haven't played, it seems. Shangri-La, okay. I don't see it being any better than the BO3 version. So I'm just gonna put it right beside it, because I doubt it's much different than BO3's version. I've seen many videos on people playing it. Like I've watched hours of gameplay on BO1 Shangri-La. It pretty much looks almost the same. I mean, it's the same map, just different engine and different guns and all that. But anyway, next is Beast from Beyond. First played this map and had actually no idea what to do. Like, you had to like get Neil's head and like turn on the power to like get rid of the aliens and make them the zombies. But I first played the map and kept dying instantly, and I put a bad first impression on the map. Then again, I don't like the map that much, but oh god. Am I really going to put it in E? I can't believe I'm considering putting this in E. Okay, I'm going to put it in D, mainly because it has a really cool boss fight with the Mephistopheles. Like, I'd say that is one thing that's the only thing that's saving it from putting it in the E, is that crazy good boss fight. But next we have Shinonuma in BO3. Now, like, I'm sticking this in D. Like, it's not that interesting at all. I'm thinking of even putting in E. Yeah, that's going in E for me. The only reason World War Shinonuma is in D, like I said, it's, in my opinion, the most interesting version because it has that crazy, like, high rounding strats and all that. Right, now we have 9. Definitely one of the better of the BO4 maps. I'm considering putting that in B actually. It's actually like it's genuinely a really really good map, I think. 9 is actually a good map. It has a really cool boss fight. The Easter egg is a little weird, but it's cool. I really like 9. That's going in B. Right, next to 5. I'm going to put 5 in C. I think it's a really fun map, but it's a zombies map. What else can I say? Revelations. I think I might put this in A or S. No, Revelations is going in S for me. Like, Revelations is just such a good map. Like, oh my god. Just the mystery box is probably the most interesting of all of Treyarch Zombies when it comes to what weapons you can get out of it. You've like the Rifty 9, the Banshee, you can get the Arnie's again, you can get the Ragnaroks. Like, it's insane. What a brilliant map to finish BO3 with. And now, where are we? Alright, Nuketown. This map, I'm honestly like, have absolutely. Oh god, do you know when like you just see a map and you're like, what the fuck is this? Nuketown is so weird, cause I don't know. You have random perk drops. Some doors are mad expensive. It's a very clusterfuck of a map. Like, it's all over the place, but it is fun. I have absolutely no idea where to put Nuketown, but C seems okay, because it is quite fun. Right, Outbreak is the only Advanced Warfare Zombies map that I actually really like, but that's going in C. Definitely. It's an okay map. Then you've Carrier, which I want to put in D tier. It's definitely way better than Descent and Infection, but it's not that great either. It's a weird map, but oh god. Then you've Transit. Transit's a very weird map, right? Because on 2-player, or 3-player, or 4-player, Transit definitely goes in B. But if I'm playing by myself, it's probably all the way down at D or even E. So I'm going to put it into C, which is like the middle spot. Anyway, Chronicles Kingdom of Totem. This map, I'm sorry. I'm putting this all the way at A. You might think I'm being really generous here, but holy shit. I love BO3 Kino. It's like all the fun I've ever had on the OG Kino from back in the day, but like it came back. Like how much I used to love Kino, like when I first played it a lot more. I used to like it a lot more than I do now. BO3 Kino was like that again. Right. Firebase Z. When I first played this map, I didn't actually really like it. But now it's actually okay. And that deserves a C. And then 2 more maps. Marauder Totem and Forsaken. Now Marauder Totem, one cool thing about the map is I actually really just like the round change sounds in that map for some reason. Like a lot. Not as much as Shadows, of course. Shadows is the best round change music in all of Zombies, in my opinion. But Marauder Totem, I'm really just considering just throwing it into C because, like, I really like the map, but you know, there's nothing I hate about it, and I don't think it's an incredible map, but guess it's going in C. And then Forsaken, the last map in Cold War. This is my favourite Cold War Zombies map. You might think I'm being a bit generous, but I'm putting that in B. I actually just... A lot of people will probably, like, start attacking me for this. But no, it's going in a low B, by the way. Like, that's a low B. But I just think the map itself... It's just really fun. I actually had a lot of fun on that map grinding camos and like leveling up guns on it. I love the way when you spawn into the staging area. I love the way when you spawn into the staging area. The rounds like progress kind of fast. Like every couple seconds, like you're on Area 51 on the moon or something. It's really weird, but really cool at the same time. I kind of like that feature, and it's just. I actually just like the map layout, even though there is a lot of teleporting. I just think the map itself feels really cool. And you have the Ronald Reagan Easter egg, and then you have the Perkaholic Easter egg. I think it's just a nice, well put together map in my opinion. And the boss fight is pretty cool. And the Wonder Weapon is actually so cool. I think Forsaken, I said for sex, folks. I think Forsaken is a really good map. But Forsaken also sounds like foreskin, which is kind of funny as well. But that is my ranking of all the maps, but we're not finished just yet, because what I'm going to do now is the maps at the far left here are going, like, these are basically the best, and then the ones here are the worst. So Origins, yes. Spaceland, I'm definitely ranking it there. The Rising Drac is going above Shadows, and Revelations is going above Shadows. So now we're on A. So I'd say out of all of these, maybe Mob of the Dead. I don't know. Ancient Evil is actually just such a cool map. Putting Town there. Keener the Tone. Right. A is okay. Let's check B. Probably the best B map is, I'd say, Gorod. Gorod is just a really, really cool map. Zetsubo, that looks okay there. Buried, that looks good. Raven the Redwood. Let's see. Buried looks good there, yeah. What about Rave? There's the Final Reich there, 9. But I put 9 here. Put Giant here. The Final Reich, Raven the Redwoods, Forsaken. Raven the Redwoods goes above the Final Reich. Okay, that looks good. I don't even know if I want to sort all these. I'm lazy. Let's just see which map is worse. Yeah, Infection is definitely worse. My least favorite zombies map of all time. Let's look at E. I'm just gonna sort E and F and then just leave the rest. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. But you kind of have to get the gist of it anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But right, so there's Bus Depot, Shinonuma, the Tortured Path Farm, and Shinonuma. Bus Depot was definitely the worst E tier, followed by Farm, followed by the Tortured Path. And which version of Shinonuma do I think is worse? They're just as bad as each other in my opinion. I'm gonna rank Black Ops 1's a little, like, just above Chronicles, mainly just because I prefer the atmosphere in that version of the map. Okay, and there we have it. These are all of my zombies maps ranked in a tier list from S to F. And thank you very much for watching the video, and I will be doing another tier list video probably very soon.